Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. So students, in the previous class we learned about crops, agriculture, kharif crops and rabi crops and different crop products. And today we are going to start a very important topic of this chapter, that is agriculture practices. Students, imagine this. A farmer has seeds, soil and water, but if he randomly throws seeds anywhere, will healthy crops grow? No, right? Growing crops properly needs many important steps, and these steps together are called agricultural practices. So today we are going to learn how crops are actually grown in fields, from soil preparation till sowing. So let's begin. Cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers, and these activities are referred to as agricultural practices. So here students, farming is not just putting seeds into soil. Farmers have to perform many activities carefully before crops grow properly. All the steps involved in farming together are called agricultural practices. Let's quickly see the important agricultural practices. First, preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protection from weeds, protection from birds and insects, harvesting, storage. Students, this is basically the complete journey of crop production. So let's study each agricultural practice in detail. First one is preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is the first step in cultivating a crop. So here students, before growing crops, farmer first prepare the soil properly. Just like before cooking food, we first prepare all the ingredients. वैसे ही फार्मिंग शुरू करने से पहले सॉइल को तैयार किया जाता है. Because healthy soil helps plants grow better. हम सॉइल किसे कहते हैं? द अपर लेयर ऑफ द अर्थ इज कॉल्ड सॉइल, एंड सॉइल इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर प्लांट्स बिकॉज इट प्रोवाइड्स वाटर, मिनरल्स, एयर, ह्यूमस एंड सपोर्ट टू रूट्स. यानी सॉइल प्लांट्स को ग्रो होने के लिए सब कुछ प्रोवाइड करता है. एंड द सॉइल इज़ प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर सोइंग द सीड्स बाय लूजनिंग एंड टर्निंग ऑफ द सॉइल. It means the soil is made loose by turning the soil up and down several times. Students, farmers dig and turn the soil again and again using tools like plough or cultivator. इस प्रोसेस में ऊपर की सॉइल नीचे जाती है और नीचे की सॉइल ऊपर आती है. And because of this, the soil becomes loose, soft and airy. And why loose? Because hard soil makes it difficult for roots to grow properly, so loosening is very important. Now, why is loosening of soil important? Because roots go deeper. It means when soil becomes soft, plant roots can easily move deep inside the soil. And deep roots make the plant stronger and help it absorb more water and minerals. Second importance is air enters the soil. It means plants also need air for healthy growth, and loose soil has small spaces between soil particles where air can enter easily. इससे roots properly breathe कर पाते हैं. Now third importance is water mixes properly. In loose soil, water goes deep inside easily, and this helps plants get proper moisture and prevent water from staying only on the surface. Fourth importance is earthworms grow easily. Now earthworms live better in loose soil. They make the soil more fertile by mixing humus and nutrients, and that's why earthworms are called friends of farmer. So students, loosening of soil is important because it helps better root growth, proper air supply, easy water absorption and increase in soil fertility. Now students, remember this important definition that the process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing. Then leveling of the soil is done. After ploughing, the field becomes uneven. So farmers level the soil by breaking big lumps into smaller pieces. And this helps in proper sowing, equal water distribution and easy farming. So students, in the previous part of this video, we already understood that preparation of soil is the first step in farming. And there we briefly discussed loosening and turning of soil. Now let's understand this topic in a little more detail so that the concept becomes completely clear. Here farmers loosen the soil by turning it again and again using tools like plough or cultivator. And इस प्रोसेस में ऊपर की सॉइल नीचे जाती है और नीचे की सॉइल ऊपर आती है. And because of this, the soil becomes soft, loose and airy. And this involves trapping of air from the surrounding. What happens when the soil becomes loose, small spaces are created between soil particles and in spaces में surrounding air trap हो जाती है. Now this trapped air in the soil is utilized by roots, and plant roots also need air for proper growth. So this trapped air helps roots breathe and grow healthy. And also loose soil allows roots to move deeper inside the ground easily. And deep roots make the plant stronger and provide firm support. That's why plants do not fall easily. Next, loose soil is also good for earthworms and useful microbes. Why? Because these organisms increase soil fertility by adding nutrients and humus. Next, when soil is loose, nutrients spread properly everywhere. So every plant gets equal nutrients. And also fertilizers mix properly in loose soil, and this helps plants absorb nutrients easily and grow better. So students, now we clearly understood why loosening of soil is important. Loose soil helps roots grow deeper, allows air circulation and increases soil fertility. But one question comes here. What do we actually call this process of loosening and turning the soil? And which tool are used by farmers for this work? So now let's move to the next important topic, that is tilling and ploughing of soil. So students, the process we just studied, loosening and turning of soil, is called tilling or ploughing. Both words have the same meaning, so don't get confused. And why is ploughing done? Because farmers do ploughing to make the soil soft, loose and ready for sowing seeds. So healthy soil helps healthy crops grow better. Now, ploughing of field is done by using an implement called a plough. It means the tool used for ploughing is called a plough. And earlier ploughs were pulled by animals like bulls or oxen. But nowadays, modern farmers also use tractors and machines. So, ploughing can be done in three ways: manually by humans, using animals, using machines like tractors. And modern machines saves a lot of time and effort. It involves uprooting of weeds present in the soil. It means during ploughing, weeds are also removed. Here, weeds are unwanted plants that grow with crops and take away water, nutrients, and sunlight. So, removing weeds helps crop grow properly. So students, tilling and ploughing make the soil loose and soft, but after ploughing, the field is not completely smooth. Big lumps of soil remain in the field. So before sowing seeds, farmers perform one more important step called leveling of soil. So in this, the tilled soil may have large lumps which are leveled by the process of leveling, which means after ploughing, large pieces or lumps of soil remain in the field, and these lumps make sowing difficult, so farmers break them into smaller pieces. And leveling involves crushing the big pieces of soil into smaller pieces, and this process is called leveling, and it makes the field smooth and even. Now, why is leveling important? So, leveling helps in proper sowing of seeds, equal distribution of water, easy farming, and preventing soil erosion. It is done by a large piece of wooden or iron plank pulled by animals or tractors. So, it is used for leveling the field before sowing the seeds. And here, students, before sowing seeds, farmers level the field properly so that crops can grow evenly and healthy. So students, now we understood how farmers prepare and level the soil before sowing seeds. But one important question is, which tools do farmers actually use for all these farming activities? So now let's study some important agricultural implements used in farming. The three main implements are plough, hoe and cultivator. Here, plough is the one of the oldest farming tools. It is used for loosening soil, mixing fertilizers, removing weeds, and preparing the field for crops. Earlier ploughs were mostly made of wood and pulled by animals like bulls, horses, and camels. Here in this picture, you can see the sharp iron part used for digging the soil is called the plowshare, and the long wooden part of the plough is called the plough shaft. It helps in holding and controlling the plough properly during farming. And one farmer with a pair of bulls can easily use the plough for farming. So students, we just studied about the plough, one of the oldest farming tools used for tilling the soil. But farming is not done using only a plough. There are some other useful agricultural implements also which make farming easier and faster. So now let's study the next implement, that is hoe. Hoe is a simple farming tool mainly used for removing weeds and loosening the soil. Here you can see in this picture that it consists of a long rod made of wood or iron, At one end, a broad bent iron plate is attached which helps in digging and removing weeds. And earlier, hoe was mostly operated with the helps of animals. So students, plough and hoe were commonly used in traditional farming. But nowadays, farming has become more modern and faster. So now let's study the modern farming implement, that is cultivator. Today many farmers use cultivators attached to tractors for plowing the fields. Cultivators make farming faster, easier and less tiring. They save both time and labor. I hope this topic is now completely clear to you, and in the next part we will study selection of seeds before sowing and manures and fertilizers. So stay tuned for part 3. If you enjoyed the class, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.